Officially sick. You're at a restaurant and the waitress asks, "What would you like to drink?" Before thinking, you ask for a caffeinated drink. Have you thought about the effect that drink will have on your body? According to the text, 90% of people in the world use caffeine in one form or another. In the U.S., 80% of adults consume caffeine every day. The average adult has an intake of 200 milligrams per day. The amount in 2 5-ounce cups of coffee or 4 sodas. Whether caffeine is consumed in food or as a medicine, it changes the way your brain and body works and changes how you behave and feel. Caffeine is a central nervous system stimulant. Your central nervous system includes your brain, spinal cord, and other nerves in your body. Caffeine's main effect on your body is to make you feel more awake and alert, but it can also cause problems for you. Growing up in the South, the first thing you normally grab is sweet tea or caffeinated drink to wet your whistle on a hot summer day. Sweet tea is drunk like water here. We never were told it was wrong and we consider it normal. Many people believe a caffeine drink has no effect on their diet or body, but what they do not realize is caffeine is one thing that can hurt you the most. Take a look into society today with all the health problems we face and see what effects caffeine causes. Before we look into the serious effects of caffeine, let's go back in time to see where caffeine came from. The history of coffee has been recorded as far back as the 9th century. During that time, coffee beans were available only in Ethiopia, which was where it originated. The appreciation of coffee as a beverage in Europe dates from the 17th century. The first coffee house in Venice opened sometime in the late 1640s. In Britain, the first coffee house was opened in Oxford in 1650. These soon became popular throughout Western Europe and played a significant role in social relations in the 17th and 18th centuries. In 1911, cola became the focus of one of the earliest documented health scares, when the U.S. government seized 40 barrels and 20 kegs of Coca-Cola syrup in Chattanooga, Tennessee, alleging the caffeine drink it was an injury to health. Although the judge ruled in favor of Coca-Cola, 2 bills were introduced into the U.S. House of Representatives in 1912 to amend the Pure Food and Drug Act, adding caffeine to the list of habit-forming, which should be listed in the product's label today. Historically, coffee, and thus caffeine, was illegal for some classes in parts of the 16th century. The bans in coffee have often made religious, economic, or political reasons rather than being based on the concerns for the well-being of the population. Some from these religions believe that one is not supposed to consume a non-medical substance, or believe that one is not supposed to consume a substance that is addictive. The church advised any beverage that contains ingredients harmful to the body should be avoided. Over the years, caffeine has been able to become something in everyday society. It best shows as much information about what we are putting into our body. Caffeine is a bitter, white alkaloid and stimulant drug. Caffeine is found in various types in the seeds, leaves, and fruits of some plants, where it acts as a natural pesticide that paralyzes and kills certain insects feeding on the plants. It is most commonly consumed by humans in infusions extracted from seeds and the coffee plant and leaves of the tea bush, as well as from various foods and soft drinks from the cola nut. Common sources of caffeine are coffee, tea, soft drinks, and energy drinks, and chocolate derived from the cocoa bean. Lesser considered the common sources of caffeine includes teas and energy drinks. Some people even also take caffeine pills to help give them an extra boost during the day. Part of the reason caffeine is classified by the Food and Drug Administration as generally recognized as safe or GRAS is that the toxic doses are much higher than what they used to be. So they say the ordinary consumption of caffeine have low health risks. So ask yourself, what are the effects of caffeine? The FDA says that caffeine is both a drug and food addictive. Caffeine is used in both prescription and over-the-counter medicines to treat tiredness or drowsiness and to improve the effect of some pain relievers. Caffeine is known to have certain effects on you, such as make your body lose more water, dehydration, cause headaches, nervousness, dizziness, make it hard to sleep, stay asleep, or even get a good night's sleep. So, a way to treat this is learn how much caffeine is in your food and in your drinks. Check the caffeine table content to see how much caffeine you take in each day. If you're taking in too much caffeine, you may want to cut back. If a person gets withdrawal symptoms, then they suddenly stop using caffeine, then the person has a physical dependence on caffeine. Withdrawal symptoms do not feel good and can include severe headaches, muscle aches, temporary feelings of depression, and irritability. When reducing your caffeine, go slowly and to make the withdrawal as mild as possible. After going through the entire analysis of caffeine in my speech, I've covered the history of caffeine and also the many effects it has on your body. Next time you're in a restaurant or in a small coffee shop, think twice about what you're going to order. Consider the effects of what you're about to consume can have on your health, and try best to make a smart decision on the amount of caffeine that you consume. And these are my references. Thanks.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.